Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss the very first paper, that is paper 1 syllabus in detail, right? So as you can see here, Meghalaya Teachers Eligibility Test, MTET, right? So this is the syllabus of 2021 and this is paper 1, right? And this syllabus is prescribed by Government of Meghalaya Directorate of Educational Research and Training, right? So here what happens is that, uh, see, you will say that this syllabus is of 2021. So even if there will be changes in the new syllabus for the upcoming MTET, there won't be much differences. Only a fraction of differences might be there, or maybe no difference at all. The syllabus will be same. All right. So here you can see, as I have discussed in my first video, that regarding the overview of the MTET syllabus. So here you will see 5 subjects. So let us see what are there, what are those. So here you can see this. The first one is pedagogy, as I told you, child development in pedagogy. This will be for how many marks? 30 marks, right? Now let us see the next one, next subject. Yes, the next subject is Khasi. As I told you, it can be Khasi, it can be Garo, it can be Nepali, it can be Hindi, it can be Assamese or Bengali. So Khasi, those who prefer to write Khasi, they have to view this syllabus. Next, let us see which subject we have. Here we have MIL Garo. So those who want to write the Garo subject or Garo language, they have to choose Garo and they have to prepare according to Garo syllabus. Now let us see the next we have Assamese. So those who want to write Assamese, they are comfortable with Assamese, they can opt for this syllabus. Then those who want to write Bengali, they can choose this. And we have here Hindi. So those who want to write Hindi as language 1 or 2, they can opt for this. Then we have Nepali. So those who want to write Nepali, they can choose this. Then we have English as language 2. So this is compulsory. English is compulsory. One language can be your own language like Garo, Khasi, Hindi, English. I mean Hindi, Nepali, Bengali, Assamese. But the other language has to be English only. So English syllabus you can see here. All right, this is English. And then let us see what more we have. The next we have mathematics. Irrespective of whether you are from arts background or science background, you have to write in paper 1 mathematics. This is compulsory. All right, this is compulsory. Then let us see the next one. Next we have EVS. EVS. See, EVS is a very simple and very easy subject. Very easy and very simple. It has got science in it, it has got arts in it, it has got general awareness in it, GK in it. Everything is there. It's a mixture of everything. So you don't have to be scared of EVS and take this EVS as a silver lining for scoring marks, because this particular subject will help you to score marks like anything, right? So you have seen we have here CDP, then we have here languages 1 and 2, then we have here mathematics, and then we have here environmental science or EVS. Now let us try to see the syllabus in detail one by one, subject wise. Right, let us try to see this subject wise. Yes, So let us slowly go, let's slowly come here and see. Now let us see what the syllabus has to tell us. Right, yes. So child development and pedagogy, paper 1, full marks is how much? So as I already told you, full mark will be 30. All right, so you you know, in my in my examination I got 28 in this particular subject, that is CDP. I got 28, which is I think fair enough, good enough. So you can also score. This is very scoring, because you know why this is scoring, because CDP is given in all the subjects. In mathematics also there is CDP, in science also there is CDP, in social science also there is CDP. All right, so CD and English also, languages, Garo also. So CDP is there in all the subjects. So now let us see how many units it has got. uh, Number one is understanding development. So in this particular units you will be getting how many marks? 5 marks. So in understanding development we have concept of development, we have development as a continuous and lifelong process, stages of development with respect from infancy to childhood, all right, development of children in a socio-cultural context. So this is a very interesting topic. The development is a very interesting topic, as we will be learning the developmental process of ourselves from childhood to the present scenario. And there are different types of development: physical, social, emotional, psychological. So all these things we will learn when we discuss the syllabus in detail, all right? So this unit 1 understanding development has got 5 marks. Now let's see this number 2, aspects of development. So here we will be learning what are the different aspects of development, as I told you just shortly. So here also in this unit 2, that is aspect of development, also we'll be having 5 marks, right? So we have got here 5 marks. So what are they? Physical and motor development, right? Physical and motor development we have. Then we have cognitive development. See, physical is related with the physical, the visible form. All right, visible form. Then cognitive means mental development, mental or intellectual. Then social, you know, social, what is social development? Then we have emotional development, and the most important one is moral development. You know why I'm saying moral development is more important? Because in present scenario we see that people lack morals. People people might be physically developed or intellectually developed, socially developed, but then they are very much lagging behind in moral development. So this is why I feel that this particular topic is very important and we must learn from it. All right, so now let us see number 3. Now in number 3, what we see is gender development. Now what is gender development? Gender means male or female, right? Gender means male or female. Gender development means male or female. So we have to learn the differences between the male and female. Then let's see, concept of gender and sex. So we'll learn here what are the concept of gender and gender and sex. All right, then we will learn about gender, socialization, and stereotypes. This stereotype is a very important word, so you try to read about it, what does stereotypes means. Then we have gender inequality. So gender inequality means being gender bias and educational practices. So gender means the differences between, we will study about the differences between male and female, then what are the inequalities done to different genders, then how can we socialize them, then what are the stereotypes or preconcepts in our minds that has to be changed. So this particular topic, that is gender development, is a very easy one, and it is for 3 max, right? This is for 3 max. So we we cannot we cannot skip this topic. This is very important and very easy and very scoring. Even though 3 marks, it's just for 3 marks, but it counts, right? We may even fail for 1 mark, or we may even pass with 1 mark. So marks are very important in exams. Now let us see number 4. Number 4, we have methods of child study. See, why this topic, method of child study? Because see, this MTET examination, once we pass this MTET examination, we will be appointed as teachers for LP and UP sections accordingly in government schools, right? The schools run by the government of Meghalaya. So in school, we deal with children, right? We deal with students, we deal with kids. So we have to understand how are we going to teach them, how are we going to behave with them, how are we going to care for them, right? So all these things we have to learn. So methods of child study, and how are we going to know about the different backgrounds the children are coming from, the children are coming from, right? So we have to understand all this, and in order to understand that, we have to study method of child study. Now, as teachers, we can study our students or children in different way. Like here I mentioned few, like naturalistic and participant observation. So by observation alone, we can learn a lot about the child, right? Then we have got case studies. So this, what is this case study, will go in detail. Then reflective journals. Then we have student portfolio. Then we have anecdotal records. So these are the 5 ways in which we can study about the child. All right, and this particular unit is also for 3 marks. Easy, right? Now the next one is inclusive education and children with special needs, or CWSN. In examination you might not see this, the full form. Children with special needs you might not see, you might see the just CWSN. So you have to be smart enough to understand that they are asking about CWSN, that means children with special needs. So these includes the children with special needs, like the children with special abilities, or the children who are specially abled, right? Now, inclusive education in children with special needs, it has got, we have to study about the concepts, about the meaning of inclusive education, since we, many of us might not know what is inclusive education. So we have to know about inclusive education concept and meaning. Then differences between integrated and inclusive education. See, this is very important. Two terms, integrated and inclusive. So these two terms are very important. So we have to understand what do we mean by integration and what do we mean by inclusion. Now, understanding disability and types of disabilities. See, what are the different type of disabilities the children might suffer from. We have to understand that, we have to read that, and disabilities as well. And here also, here we have to study about understanding exceptional students. So who are exceptional students? So the exceptional students can be the talented ones, can be the creative ones, can be the slow learners, or can be the underachievers. So we have to study about each and every individual, be it the talented one or be it underachiever. All right. Now let us see what next we have. Oh yes, and this is for 4 marks. This is for 4 marks, right? Now let us see here. This is learning and pedagogy. This is a very, very important topic. This the term pedagogy. You have to know it very, very well because this pedagogy is there in, as I told you, in English, in Garo or Khasi, in mathematics, in social science, in environmental science, in everywhere pedagogy is there, right? So this learning and pedagogy. So here what are we going to learn? Concept of teaching and learning. So what are the different concepts? How do we teach and how do we learn? And also we will be learning about the factors, right? Factors affecting learning. What are the different types of factors which affects learning? Then we will learn about basic learning styles, audio learning, visual, tactile, kinesthetic learners, the different types of learners. So see, all the individual who come to school, they come from different backgrounds, all right? Some might be good at learning through audio, some might be good at learning through video, some might be good at learning through a tactile or kinesthetic way, all right? So different students, different backgrounds, so we need to adapt different tactics to handle the kids. Now, how students learn? So how do our students learn? They learn through observations, they learn through questioning, they learn through inquiry, right? So these are the different ways by which students learn. But yes, of course, the best way is to learn by doing, right? Now, teaching skills and activities. We will be learning about different teaching skills. See, if we are teachers, we must have certain skills to handle the kids, right? We should be compassionate enough. We should have empathy within us. We should be sympathetic with the students. And there are different skills a teacher should possess in order to handle the different kind of kids in a single classroom, right? So different teaching skills we'll be learning in this particular topic. Then activities, what are the do's and don'ts? Then steps of preparation of teaching, that is steps of preparation of teaching. How do we teach? So teaching, pre-teaching, then transaction of lesson and post teaching, including teaching plans. So lesson plans or teaching plans, right? We need this lesson plans or teaching plans. As teachers, we should know our lesson very well and we should plan our lessons accordingly so that we finish in time, we do not lag behind, right? Now we will also learn about the approaches to learning and teaching. So what are the different approaches or different like ways? So teacher centered approach. So teacher centered approach means teacher is the main subject here, right? Now learner centered approach. Learner centered approach is the approach in which the learner is the center of the subject. And also we will learn about the constructivist approach. And this entire unit is for 5 marks, right? This is also very important and very interesting one. Now let us see, I think this is the last topic in CDP. So here, this is number 7, right? I think this is the last. So here we'll learn about assessment of students' performance. So how do we assess the students? How much they have understood, how much they need to understand, what are the shortcomings they are having, what are the problems they are having, who are slow learners, who are fast learners, or who are the ones lagging behind. So we need to understand all this. So there are different ways in which we assess the students' performance. So like formative assessment and summative assessment. So these are the two types of assessment. This is very important. You have to remember this, right? This sub formative and summative assessment. Now, school-based assessment. So there are different types of school activities or the procedures in which we assess our learners. Then assessment for learning and assessment of learning. See, this particular word is very important here. This for and of. So this is very important. Assessment for learning, assessment of learning. So these two terms are very important. This has got different meanings, all right? Now techniques and tools of school-based assessment, including activity-based assessment. So in school we perform certain activities, right? So about this we will be learning here. Then different types of questions. So what are the different types of questions through which we can assess our learners? We'll be learning that also here. Now, assessment and remedial measures. Remedial measures. This term you have to be very well versed. You have to be very clear with this term, remedial, right? So these applies to us as teachers. So I think yes, I think this is all. This is all about CDP in CDP of paper 1, right? So this is all about CDP of paper 1. So those who want to take screenshots, you can take the screenshots also. Let me just erase it first for you, right? You can take the screenshot, but make sure that you are writing it down with your hand. As I told you, hand and mind coordination is very much important in the process of learning. So when you are writing, half of the thing is already learned by you. Also, you try to make a practice now. See, like what I used to do is that whenever I used to study in college or school, what I used to do is that I used to write down whatever I'm studying. I used to write it down. So in that case, what happens? My handwriting improves, my writing skill improves, and then like time management skill also I learn as I write, as I like I write as I study, right? So what happens? It becomes very easy for me during examinations to cover up the questions given in a very short span of time. All right. So I'm always ahead of time whenever I wrote any kind of examination. Half an hour always used to left be like left behind for me. So that half an hour I use it to like what to say, to browse through the pages and see like anything where I went wrong or anything, any tough questions I left. So those things I used to do in the half hour which is left behind at the end of my examination, right? So this one, yes, so please take a screenshot of this. Shall I zoom it for you? mm, mm, all right, take this screenshot. Well, I hope you have taken the screenshot of this. Now also you can take the screenshot of this particular page. So these are the topics we had to discuss about paper 1, that is child development and pedagogy. Now in the next video we shall be learning about uh, languages, then mathematics, languages, all right, languages, mathematics, and environmental science. So we shall learn about that in the next video. Systematically we'll go as I already told you. So this was CDP. Next class we'll go with uh, whatever I'm comfortable with the language, I'll go with that, be it Khasi or Garo or Bengali or Assamese or Nepali or Hindi. We'll go with that accordingly, and after that we'll go with English. All right. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you very much.